Hey, welcome to Comment Sunday. Yeah. Well, guys, today's Comment Sunday. Not all the questions are going to be answered. There's a couple of them that were really long, but we're going to do our best. And the floor mat, believe it or not, halfway through this video, I got better with the floor mat. But in the beginning of it, it's still a little bit dickered. So, Izzy's going to read the questions. And I don't think Izzy wants to be on cam, but her voice will be. And I answer them. So let's give this a try.
First tour from Comment Sunday, Metal-Wise Mad. You're thinning out, guy. Gearing to do my 2.5 mile in a hot minute.
Well, I'm trying to thin out. Basically starving myself to death. I won't let myself eat. Okay, I'm joking. It's all that walking. That's why.
Burn Trail Boss. Mike, you're looking in very good shape. Love your videos, including Izzy and Stormy, and of course your family too. Way to go, Mike. Keep up the very awesome job.
We appreciate that. If I can keep entertaining you guys, and hell yeah, I appreciate that. I don't really know what to say, but thank you. Appreciate that.
Skynet 948. Enjoyed the Comment Sunday. Yeah.
Well, if you remember, we used to do Comment Sunday back a couple, back, I don't think it's quite been a year ago. It might have been a year ago.
About a year.
Yeah. It went over very well. It just got very complicated. So I'm hoping to work out a new format, which in the middle of this video, I'm doing it the same way, but it's becoming easier. So yeah.
These are from If Only I Had a Shed from Gear Guide 19. I think a shed would look good there, but I don't know if the trash cans would want to give up their spot or not. LOL.
Well, I could ask the trash cans, but you got a point. Put the trash
cans in the shed.
Yeah, I could put the trash cans in the shed. Yeah, I don't, that particular day, I was sitting there and I was wanting a shed, but a shed's going to cost a fortune. So it's just a pipe dream. Maybe one day I would get a shed and...
Actually,
what?
The next comment from Skynet 948
Hold on.
It says that Lowe's has some decent ones at good prices.
Okay, we'll get to that comment next, but one day I might get a shed.
Skynet 948 says that spot is perfect for a shed. Check out Lowe's because they have some decent ones at good prices.
To tell you the truth, I do get a shed. It will be from Lowe's. That's where we got. Now, I had a shed once before, a metal shed.
I was going to say, isn't that where we got the
one? It was a pain in the butt. This is before I did videos. It was a pain in the butt to put together. It took the wife and I 2 days, and I cut the crap out of my hands. So if I ever did get another shed, it's going to be wooden. It's going to be already together. I'm going to let Lowe's deliver it. Just saying.
This is from The Stuffs. I like that name. Sheds are nice. Pre-built, sided, and shingled are even better. Yep. Be surprised what's on Craigslist. The trick is knowing someone with a pickup or flatbed tow truck. Easy peasy for them to move sheds. True.
I don't have a pickup right now. In the future, we're hoping to get a small truck for Izzy to drive, or even my son Justin when he gets his license. But I've seen Lowe's deliver them things before. I've seen them lots of times going up the road, and I don't know. But if I ever did get one, they have to deliver it. Only problem is I got to figure out what I got to put it on, because the railroad ties you see where the garbage cans are, that's all on a underground. There's a well underneath that, guys. So I'm not sure how I would plan that out, but a shed would look good there. Okay, on to the next.
Mark Smith. Hey Mike, yes, definitely on the shed. Yes, on cutting back the honeysuckles. Yes, on what creates the brown spots in the lawn. Landmines from animals will do that too. All sounds good. Looking forward to the walking trail video, whichever one you decide to take. Have a great Monday. Mark in Iowa.
All right, Mark. Good to hear from you again. Let me see. Where do I start? The honeysuckle trees that my yard is being taken over by them. I'm only going to cut out a few. Whatever. Okay, I did say something about the walking trail. I was going to get a walking trail, but I kind of didn't, Mark. One day I am going to get other places I'm going to walk. I just don't know where. I'm wanting to branch out and get some walking trails on, real walking trails.
What about your walking trail?
Oh, my walking trail in the yard?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I only did that once. I'm now walking up and down our road and around the block many times, and well, I did make a video, didn't I? No, I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't.
Well, Mark, we may have to get on that. On to the next.
I'm joking. This is what Words. Yeah. If I can talk. Adam Mitchell, hello Mike, great idea, get a shed, but you need to decide if it's just for storage or if you want it as a working space. Will it need a worktop, electric lighting, etc.? Good luck with your trail cam, mine's on order. I'm hoping to see some red foxes, bats, or Reeves muntjac deer. Muntjac deer? I've heard of those. Best wishes, Adam from England.
Adam, if I do get a shed, it's just going to be for storage.
I like
At least for now. Of course, have an electric one and actually doing things, and it'd be kind of cool too. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you get your trail camera, you are going to love it. Oh my gosh. But you know, I said I was going to put my trail camera up recently. I never did get a chance to. No. So possibly, yeah. Sunday, I think Angie and I go down, set it up, and leave it up for a week, and hopefully we catch some more deer. But you are going to absolutely love that trail camera.
You know,
I love mine.
I've never actually seen a fox in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen lots of them.
I haven't seen any.
Alright, on to the next.
FD64 Stang. Before you get too happy with removing the honeysuckles, remember you're also removing a lot of your cover. Your backyard won't be as secluded, and they smell awesome. I agree.
FD, none of the honeysuckle trees that go around the property is going to be touched. No. The main ones I want to get is the ones in the middle of the property, and just the ones that's a pain in my butt. And yeah, they do smell good, but it's only for it's only for a smart. It's only for a small time they smell good.
Ticks.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to.
All right, on to the next.
Ow. Soccer walk. Fark. I always want to say Frank. You're a great motivator to get us to come on and get up and do something. Yeah, Stormy.
Can you read that again? I'm sorry, because, sorry guys, Stormy, as you can tell, is wanting attention, and, okay, try that again, Ezzy.
You're a great motivator, get us to come on and get up and do something. During mowing season, that's become my main exercise, not so much walking, though I really should. And it says you did not get all of this on here.
It was a very long comment. My apologies. Later, as you see, as the video continues on, I got better with the comments, putting them in there. At that time, I was having trouble. I promise next time I would do my best. But walking's fun. It is, and
do it.
Yeah, if you can do it. Now, I didn't tell you guys this, but when I did all them pulls in the backyard, I kind of pulled my back. I'm able to walk still, but I wasn't able to mow my front yard the other day. I overdid it. And it wasn't good for me. But the walking is, I think the walking and watching what I eat is what's making the weight loss happen. And I'm enjoying a walk. I walk every day and a couple times a day. Right off the bat in the morning, Stormy and I are walking. I'm sweating, can you tell?
Yeah.
I'm right in the sun. Stormy and I are walking like crazy, and she's loving it. Okay, on to the next.
1 sec. Okay. We get to hear all about how great walking is. It sucks because I can't walk. Well, I can, but... Let's see. Gear Grind 19. Your videos with Stormy in them should have a warning at the beginning. Warning, this video may discuss dog poop. That's a good idea. LMAO, only joking. Oh, come on. Always good to have lots of different places to walk. Never get tired of the same place over and over again.
I have to agree. That is a good idea. We might just do that. And I would dedicate it to you. We should do that. And you're right. I walk, the place I walk the most is the city park down there. Stormy and I go down there quite a bit and walk. And I must have, I've been walking that since 1983. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to walk around that all the time. And I still do it today.
Well, aren't you fancy?
I am fancy. I am not old.
Yeah, you are.
What, because I almost got no hair now?
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next.
Mark Smith, good video, Mike. Good for you on the walking. I need to do that same thing more as well. Nice and peaceful place to walk and exercise for sure. Those are nice surroundings. Very similar to here where I live. We also have ample, flat to gentle rolling farmland for corn and soybeans too. Yeah, did not get it all on here, and yes, you are the Mark I was talking about. Okay,
I didn't get all of his comment on there because, like I said, I'm still learning my new floor mat. But the soccer field was awesome, but I'm not going to walk Stormy on the gravel no more. I do believe it can hurt her paws. So, but if it was dry, I would have walked in the grass, and that was the whole purpose. I'm going to have to go back there Monday, we're headed over to Kentucky, my wife and I, to see an old friend of hers. Tuesday, maybe I could go back to the soccer field if it's not raining. I think it's supposed to rain. What?
We're heading to Kentucky and no one told me?
Yeah, Mom and I are headed to Kentucky.
Can we stop by the mall? I want pretzels.
We'll see.
Yes.
But anyway, we got to talk to Mommy. But yeah, Mark, it was you I was talking about. As I believe in one of the videos, or last week, I can't remember, you said you liked my closing. Come on, let's get out of here. And I dedicated that one to you, my friend. And I'll probably do the same thing at the end of this video. Alright, next.
Poles and concrete, KD006006. Might look into one of those invisible fence systems. Oh, bug, gross. Yeah, they're like $300, but you can keep the puppy safely contained in the backyard. That costs a lot less than putting up posts and wire fence. That's what YEAH has.
Not a bad idea, actually. And I did think about it. But what Angie and I are going to do is we're going to make a dog run. We're hoping to do this before the summer ends. We're going to make a homemade dog run in the backyard. Big enough where her and I and the kids can get in there, throw the ball around. Something that, you know, we can just bring her out and let her get her energy out. Now, we do have a dog park down the road, but to be honest with you, it stinks in there. It's nasty. Not everybody cleans up their dog's feces. And I don't know, I'm still kind of scared a big dog might be in there and make mincemeat out of my little doggy. But that's not a bad idea. Okay, next.
Fark, nice chunk of dough for the poles. Just a thought, use the giant rubber mats for where you park. That's a really good idea.
I was looking at that comment this morning. That is a perfect idea. Oh my God.
Genius
Dude,
idea.
I'm telling you now, that is genius. That means we have to bring the mats from there to up here. Them things weigh a ton.
Less than the poles.
Yeah. I might end up doing something like that. See, I was supposed to move the mats today to a location, but I pulled my back out moving them damn poles, and we didn't know we was going to get that much money for them poles. We got them out of the ground, and Angie's like, we could sell these. Yeah, because all I was going to do was junk them and throw them away anyway. Or they was going to lay around the side of the house forever. Just saying. But it's not a bad idea. Thank you.
Gear Grind 19, don't overdo yourself digging them poles out.
Too late.
Always nice getting paid a good amount for scrap metal. Did they dock you any for the poles not being cut down to certain lengths? You'll have to surprise your other half to take her out on a date with that money, LOL. If you do make some gates, it would be cool to see the process of it, maybe.
Well, like I said in the last comment, too late. I did overdo myself. The very next day, I also mowed the whole backyard. I was all happy and stuff.
All of it.
Yeah, my back wasn't still hurting that bad, but I'm sure I tensed it up. And the next day, I took a bath, and when I got out of the bathtub, that's when my back went. Yeah, I'm able to walk. And no, they didn't give me a problem with the length of the poles, believe it or not. Only thing they did was they checked it, make sure it was stainless steel, put it on a scale, and gave us the money. I was kind of worried they didn't want to take it, and we had a plan though. And she says we figured if they didn't take it, we was just going to leave them up front and was going to, next garbage day somehow, get rid of them. But I'm glad we got money for it. As far as taking Angie out, when I go get rid of the next pulls, I will do that. Alright, you ready? On to the next.
What? Oh. Sorry. Adam Mitchell, getting rid of those poles is a win-win-win. Opens up the garden, good exercise, and some money to put towards your new shed. I wonder what you might find if you were in a metal detector of your garden too. Good videos. That's
something I want in the future, is a metal detector. My neighbors across the street found old silverware. Oh, don't you just love my amateur videos? They found old silverware bullets and stuff. I want a metal detector, but you know, if I actually left the poles up back there, I could have made a homemade dog run out of that. I didn't think about that until yesterday. Just saying. But it was a lot of work. I'm glad we got them out though. Now we got 3 more, and I think I have some more than poles. What Elizabeth calls the bunny pit, and what I'm calling is my scrap wood pile. Bunnies do live in there. Bunny pit 2.0. Yeah. Okay, is there any more?
Yeah.
Alright, on to the next.
I had umber colored hair before it was cool. Botched bleach job. Yeah. Burn Trail Boss. Mike, what are the poles for? And wow, that Stormy escaped and got on the street. Wow, thank God she did if I can talk, jeez. Thank God she did listen to Sit and Stay. I think you should get a fence around the house. At least Stormy can run the yard instead of on the street.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that because I didn't put something in the video I wanted to. The pulls have been in the ground, I'm estimating probably anywhere from 80 to 100 years. They were here. Now, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law used to own this house many years ago. And they sold it to Angie and I when they built their new house. And they were here when they moved here, and that was in the 70s. And them things, the reason I'm estimating they've been in the ground that long, because I researched grapevines. They were actually put in when the grapevines were put in, from what I gather, and that was a long time ago. What gets me thinking, why would they use stainless steel pulls?
Because they don't rust.
Well, that's true, they don't rust.
And technically, stepmother-in-law.
Well, yeah, Mom, that's... But anyway, stepmother-in-law,
yeah.
She never become step. She passed away.
No, that was Grandma Linda. She didn't give us the house. Grandpa.
That's right. Grandpa sold us the house. Well, anyway,
Grandma did.
I am glad my dog did stop when she ran, because it scared the crap out of Angie. As far as getting a fence and stuff, we're going to work on that. I can't afford a fence all the way around my property. But like I said in the previous comment, I'm thinking about making a dog run.
Fencing costs.
Yeah. Alright guys, that will conclude Comment Sunday. I'm hoping next week it'll get better, and I want to give a big thank you to Miss It there for helping me out to read the comments. She's so much better at that than I am. Because in all honesty, when I start reading the comments, they turn around backwards. Half of them do. That's why I had problems last week. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. And I'm hoping you're enjoying Sunday. And we'll catch you next Sunday. Well, for Comment Sunday we will. We're actually going to catch you Monday. And by the way, on my weekend tidbits, I will not put them in the comments Sunday, because they go up so soon, and it will only be 1 or 2 comments if I get lucky. But you guys like the weekend tidbit with the puppy and the son Damien? That was fun. I actually enjoyed that video. It was easy, and all I did was just sit in one chair and videotape them too. So until next time, Mark, this is for you. Come on! Let's get out of here!